Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time. I am D&D Time Jeremy, otherwise known as Trust of Flump. I am the Dungeon Master that is not Pete. I'm the other Dungeon Master. And this is Game 2 in tonight's Mythic series, which will culminate in a Myth Tier boss battle directly after this episode. This adventure I'm entitling Battle for the Recycling Center, as our heroes must venture forth and do their part to help thwart the bald giant threat upon the Trash Kingdom. But before we go into that, let's quickly take a moment and introduce all of our characters. All of our fabulous Fable tier characters here in the land of D&D Time, renowned throughout the land for their feats and triumphs. So first, Ideal, the sharp-tongued wheelin' and dealin'. How are you doing?
Well, considering the last time I got killed by one of the warlocks of high fashion, I'm doing pretty good.
So I'm wondering, have you gotten any dirt on those warlocks in the past month? Or past however long it's been? Week? 2 weeks? Week?
Not yet, but I've been working on it.
Oh, okay. So it's the kind of thing where you're going to get them back sooner or later.
Yes.
So does Ideal always remember all these transgressions?
Yes, he does.
Absolutely. Excellent. Well, Ideal, I have to ask, how do you feel about the dump? How do you feel about the Trash King, for that matter?
Well, it could be cleaner, but...
It sounds like you share an opinion with Bartholomew and a lot of the other powerful D&D timers.
However, I do understand that having a place to put all our trash is very important. And if the Trash King wants it, I say let them have it.
That's an excellent point. Well, Ideal, in today's episode here, tonight's adventure, you're going to be heading to the dump in service of the Trash King to help disrupt these enemy forces of some bald giant monsters that have started assaulting and invading the Trash Kingdom and trying to cleanse and purify it. So, I mean, even if you think it might use some cleaning, do you care more about money? I think Ideal cares more about the money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For a price. I mean, that's Bartholomew too, right? Well, Ideal, welcome back, of course. I never want to get on your bad side. Who knows what that sharp tongue could do? I'm sure I'd find myself in a real tough spot in no time fast. But welcome back nonetheless, and hope you have a great adventure tonight. Good luck. Next, we have a probably less sharp personality, a little less, I would say, vengeful, maybe? Sugarmama? Sugarmama, are you vengeful?
Oh, not unless someone has touched my boo bears.
Oh, yeah, you're...
Gumdrop.
How's Gummy doing? It's been a long time since we've seen Gummy on here. Are his teeth growing back, or are they gone?
No. Gummy's teeth have unfortunately keep falling out every time he grows them back. They're like flip, flip, flip all over the floor.
Oh, are lizard folk, can they just keep growing more teeth? Are they kind of like sharks?
Well, I don't know about other lizards, but our tribe does.
Well, I mean, that's got to be a blessing up in the Big Rock Candy Mountains.
Sweet tooths are especially sharp.
Oh, do you have a special tooth that's the sweet tooth?
No, I'm talking about my son, Sweet Tooth.
Oh, Sweet Tooth. I'm sorry, I thought you said Sweet Tooth. I know Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is excellent. He's a very very ambitious lad. Well, Sugarmama, I gotta ask, how do you feel about the Trash Kingdom? I know it's very different down in the dump than it might be up in
I can't say I remember being there before, but you know how it is. My memory might be a little foggy in my old age.
So you've never even been there just for like pleasure to visit?
Well, I'm afraid not. But you know, if someone needs help defending their boo bears, then Mama's the one you call.
Exactly. Well, Sugarmama, welcome back. Hopefully your sweetness can put an end to this reign of terror. And yeah, good luck in this adventure.
Oh, thank you. The cloud has blessed me on this day. I'm sure it'll go well.
Well, that's Oh, right. You have the power of divination. You know the future. Exciting.
I do.
Well, next we'll introduce our next hero, Michael Verity, Prince of Order. Michael, some things are terribly out of order down in the dump right now. I mean, it's kind of a chaotic place in its own right, but its chaos is almost an order unto its own right. How do you feel about this?
How do I put this politely? Pissed. How do I put this politely? Pissed.
You're pissed? You're mad? What's wrong?
Yes,
Why are
I'm
you
mad. I'm mad because how dare they disrupt the land? How dare they disrupt the Trash Kingdom? Even if it's a pile of trash, chaos is still chaos.
That's a great point. The Trash King was starting to really get things legitimate down there. He was starting to run things like a true regent. I can't believe.
Besides, I do
understand.
respect the Trash King, especially since my previous adventure involving helping one of their fellow knights.
Yes, you helped their pots and pans. I remember this. Well, Max, not Max, Michael. Who's Max? I don't know. Michael, I'm sure you've got your work cut out for you tonight, as you're going to be helping the Trash King, disrupting some of his enemy.
And I hope to earn more of the Trash King's favor as a result.
I mean, you certainly will. Michael, is there anything else you wanna talk about? Anything else you've been doing recently, or is this kind of number one?
Nothing much.
Right
there hasn't been much since my last adventure, which was actually quite recent. Other than that, most I've been doing is helping the poor townsfolk back home, and rescuing that child's cat from the tree. Always the classic.
Yeah, cats and trees. Who'd have thunk? Well, Michael, I think this challenge may be a little bit more up to your standard, a little more of a challenge for you than rescuing a simple cat from a tree.
Perfect for
good
me.
luck this evening.
And thank you.
And of course, last but not least, the award-winning author of How to Have a Soothing Voice and How Not to Die When Everyone's Trying to Kill You. Bestsellers here in the land of DnDTime. ChoGal, Hammerfist. How are you doing, ChoGal?
Hey, how's it going? I think you forgot a book there, but I'll let it slide.
Oh, what was the third book?
A Tale of Tongues.
Oh, I don't always count that one because, like, I feel like it hasn't been out long enough for everyone to know about it. Like,
I see. Yeah,
I'm only halfway through it. I'm a slow reader.
It's all right. I forgive you, DM Jeremy.
Yeah. Well, I hear the sales are doing really well, though.
Yes, it is. Mostly because it's included in my box set.
Your box set? Oh,
yeah.
The platinum release?
Yeah, with notes from yours truly, about my process.
What is... Okay. Insider information. What's your process?
I can't reveal that secret just yet, but you might be able to catch it next time on my gold release.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, I'm going to have to pay attention for that. And of course, ChoGal, I guess I've asked everyone else. I'm going to ask you, will this process, this secret proprietary process, help you in defeating the enemies of the Trash King in the dump tonight?
Oh, yes, because every experience adds to my strength. In fact, recently, I feel like I've gotten stronger.
Oh, wow.
Especially after that mech battle last time.
Just abruptly more powerful?
Well, I feel like the mech battle definitely helped. I talked to the guys who gave me the sword afterward, and they showed me a couple things, and honestly, I think it's made me better.
Well, you know what? That's the key, right? Is being willing to learn from others. Well, ChoGal, welcome back. Good on you learning from other people, and good luck tonight in tonight's adventure.
Thank you.
So, tonight's adventure brings you all to the dump, a land of filth and garbage. The dump is one of DnDTime's more smelly and, well, garbage places. Heaps of trash lie strewn about, with everything from rubber squeaky ducks to old metal carts just everywhere. As you all enter, a different group of adventurers heads to the north toward the scrap metal mountain. You, however, have been tasked with a different mission. The Trash King himself has requested your assistance and has sent you the far southwest of the dump, a place known as the Recycling Center, long abandoned. As you make your way south, you pass by a few small encampments, bastions of civilization. You see humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, all sorts of creatures, denizens here of the dump, wearing simple, repurposed clothing. They're winded, they're hurt, and they seem like they've been in for quite a fight. Around them, you see littered bodies of strange, spherical metal creatures, looking like there's been some fierce fighting. And yeah, as you make your way south, you talk to a few of these groups of dump denizens who inform you these creatures have been pouring out from the south.
I want to kick one of them, see if they roll around.
Yeah, you kick one of these spherical creatures. It has like two dingly little wings that come off the top, and two scrawny little arms and two scrawny little legs. And as you kick it, it kind of rolls over, and it has this horrible like panel on one side of it. The creature itself, the sphere, is almost 2 feet wide, so it's small. But there's like a 1 square foot just panel on the front of it, kind
a
of
metal
like where
panel?
a face would be. Well, sort of, except it's all fleshy. It's got some like horrible rubbery flesh there, which forms like a face, and it looks like this particular face that you just kind of kicked the body over to reveal has been stabbed through. But yeah, you can see it's not bleeding. It's just kind of a horrible rubbery, like almost leathery.
It doesn't seem to be its only real weakness.
There's no blood. So what would happen if I tried to plunge my sword into this?
Into the thing's face or the metal body?
Well, wherever in general.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you beat the crap out of this robot corpse. And yeah, it seems like if you smash it hard enough from anywhere, it'll break. Like, it's not particularly...
Disgusting, vile machinery.
It's not nice to call things names, you know.
Does it look like there are any specific, like, weak points?
Yeah, the face.
Okay.
The face isn't particularly big, but, like, if you hit it there, that's the spot to get it.
All right.
And yeah, one of the refugees, a dwarf, wearing not more than what looks like an old repurposed like sack. You can see like there's a picture of a carrot on it, but the carrot's upside down because of where they're wearing it. Comes up to, yes, no, they attacked just a few hours ago. They came swarming out. There were maybe a dozen of them. We're just afraid there'll be more.
For we are the cavalry.
From where, dearie? Where did they come from?
Over yonder in the southwest, the recycling center. Usually you can see, and he kind of points over, and you just see clear skies. Well, kind of dirty, smoggy skies, but you can usually see the black plume of smoke rising from it as they're repurposing and burning what they can't use. But it's been running clear for the last few hours, and these creatures have started coming forth. I don't really know. We've done our best to fend them off, but we're pretty injured. If another wave comes, I don't know what we'll do.
Oh, don't worry, dearie. Just
build a ramp.
Just take it easy, dearie.
Don't you all can take a rest. We can take it from here.
So have you ever seen one of those ramps that like it goes up, but then like forces itself like back around the other way, kind of like a half. One of those like copper pipes, a half pipe or something like that?
Yes, what about it?
Well, maybe if you put some of those up, when they roll after you, they could roll back down and away from you.
Oh no, they run. They don't roll.
What? But they're so round.
Those tiny little legs actually carry them pretty quick. And those dinky little wings.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't think building a wall of a half pipe is going to help them.
Yeah, what about some ball bearings so they can trip?
No, they've been disassembling things rather quickly.
Well, let's let's be off then, boys. The sooner
I'm
we
afraid.
get to the heart of the problem, the sooner these boys can rest.
Yeah, I agree with Sugarmama.
Agreed, and I don't think setting any trap was going to work if they'll simply dismantle it.
Yeah, I realized that after she said they were dismantling it.
Yeah, no, I mean, just be careful. That over there in the southwest, that's the Dapper Drake's territory.
Dapper Drake?
Dapper Drake.
Oh, he
yeah.
sounds quite lovely.
Well, he's a kobold. The dragon of the roost. He runs the recycling center.
I see. Well,
been a staunch enemy of the trash
So a
bin for a long
kobold,
time.
so a kobold is running the place. I have experience with kobolds.
I don't like them.
oh,
Look,
they're
I need to
fine.
get-
They're like cousins of mine. You really shouldn't be so judgmental of different people.
Well, I'm gonna need to tend to the wounded. Good luck if you're heading in that direction.
All right, dearie.
Onwards, fellow Bartholomew adventurers, and I'm going to lead the way.
My
On a
name is
glorious
Sugarmama, dearie. My name is Sugarmama, dearie. You can
Well-
just call me Mama, though. Everyone does.
But onward, a campaign to the recycling center.
So I'm like, while we're walking, I'm looking at my glaive and just kind of, jimmy rigging something that looks basically like a golf club.
Are you asking if you can find a golf club? Because there are some bent, broken golf clubs around.
Okay, then I want to take it and see if I can, like, fix a couple of them, maybe. Is there something that looks, like, large enough to use as a weapon?
You're gonna try and tape some golf clubs together?
Something like that. I mean,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, of course, sure. You're like, as you're going, you're collecting like the least dinged up golf clubs as you're going from the piles of trash, and there is just trash everywhere. However,
good.
as you come around the corner, you see something strange atop the compacted layer of debris and waste that suffuses the dump. You see water and Soud. It seems to be just in the path directly ahead of you, which curves around a large pile of scrap blocking your view.
Like suds, like soap suds?
Yeah, and you also hear like a mechanical like whirring noise of like gears. Quiet, but you hear it.
Shush, everyone. There's noise. There's things nearby, and it doesn't. And I'm not
you're
too sure about
talking
it.
so much, I can't hear anything, dearie.
And listen. Listen for the noise.
Mm. Mm.
I don't hear anything. He's like
I don't-
picking wax out of his ears.
Yeah, ChoGal, you don't hear too much, but everyone else can definitely hear the mechanical clinking and whirring of.
Seems like they might be cleaning up in there, which, well, I'm just assuming by the name, but Trash Kingdom is supposed to be a little bit trashy, and I haven't been before, but I
do have favor with the Trash Kingdom. Completely
Is it supposed to
cleansing
be
it
trashy then?
completely is not my forte, despite as I have favor with the Trash King. While I do respect recycling, this has gone too far.
Ooh,
So you still don't see the source of this. You're like at a turn in the road and you can hear it just around the bend. Would anyone like to sneak up and see if they can find anything? Figure out any more?
You know what? Screw it. I'll sneak with disadvantage.
ChoGal's also sneaking with disadvantage.
Sugarmama's just hanging in the back with the boys.
Let me try sneaking first.
What?
ChoGal, you hear Ideal stop you before you rush ahead.
Oh. Sure. I'll be far enough behind you that I won't cause, you get caught, but
Yeah, I'm.
Max, you would have heard Ideal call out. Would you let Ideal go ahead, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna negate what I just did. I'm just gonna stop what I just did and be like, yeah, he has a point.
Okay, Ideal. Your big clunky companion seeing your superior strategy let you scout ahead. You can go ahead and make me a stealth check.
All right, and I'm doing it with using the ring of deftness.
The what?
The ring of nimble deftness
Okay.
gives me advantage on all dexterity checks, which includes stealth.
Yeah, that in fact does include stealth.
That's pretty nice.
So really good, yeah. All right, so as you kind of go to sneak up and peer around the corner, you see these guys notice you? Okay. Yeah, as you go and sneak and peer around the corner, you knock a little bit of garbage loose, but you're not sure. You don't think that they've noticed you. As you peer around, you see what looks like 3 of those metal spherical men. They're, again, they stand about 3 feet tall. Their bodies are 2-foot spheres of just metal with interlocking kind of patterns and things on them, rivets and whatnot. They're looking away from you right now, and with their spindly metal arms, they appear to be holding on to what look like water guns, like super soakers, basically. You've known these toys. They're popular in Central City. They must have been thrown away at some point. And they have these big sudsy tanks that they're holding on their back. They appear to be just repurposed like fish tanks and things like that. You can see what looks like a town. There's building, or, well, a dump town. There's lean-to structures and all sorts of things. You see a bunch of people tied up, and you can see there's areas where it's just sparkling clean. And it looks like there are about 4 or 5 of these spherical dudes. 2 of them have the big water guns, and are just kind of waiting around. The other ones are dragging other people into basically like a big pile of people. And it looks like they're about to spray them down. Or they're getting ready to.
I can't see. Is everything all right up there? Michael, was it? Do you think everything's okay?
I highly doubt everything's okay, seeing as those people had a hard battle ahead of them.
Ideal, what do you do?
Bring it down a little, Tier. They'll hear us.
Suddenly there's a clanking coming up behind,
Oh, God. Well, Ideal, if you do have an action to do something, if you'd like, before you hear the clanking of ChoGal.
I mean, 11 isn't that bad.
Do you just wait for ChoGal to get to you?
There's something I want to try first.
Sure.
And it's gonna be very, and I feel like it's gonna be very stupid or very effective. I'm gonna try and run into like the middle of the sudsy enemies, and then use Thunder Step.
Okay, so you just rush forward. ChoGal, as you're like walking up around the corner, Michael and Sugarmama, you're about 15 feet back from ChoGal. ChoGal, you're coming up like right next to Ideal, and you see Ideal just book it into the center of them and use a spell. And ChoGal, you can probably get right up to the 2 sudsy ones, the ones with the big water tanks.
Yeah.
I assume at this point we now roll initiative.
Yeah, at this point we roll for initiative, but you can get your surprise round.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and just do that first, Ideal.
I just want to let you know that when I'm doing this, I am teleporting over to where ChoGal is.
So you're running up and then teleporting back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the way Thunder Step works is it attacks people where I was, not where I'm going.
Yep. So you run up, and then they turn to you. Yeah. And they say clean, and then you teleport away with a huge of thunder. Can you just roll me the damage, actually? Because these initiatives might not matter. And what's the radius on it? 15 feet?
Yeah. Or
10 feet. 10 feet. Okay. Well, the 2 robots with the super soakers explode. They actually can't survive that, even if they save. So you see the water tanks and everything blow up. Those 2 robots break apart. You see 3 more robots that were like dragging people over, kind of freeze in place and drop the people they were carrying. Clean. And that's when we roll for initiative now. So we keep you all the initiative scores. Ideal, can you give me your initiative? Oh my goodness, and they're ready to go. Clean.
Ideal
Well
initiative.
Yep. Oh, geez, Ideal. You just used your things. That's fine.
Yeah.
So the 3 remaining Modron creatures, the little robots, see you and say, clean, clean, and they rush over. They actually just start running toward you.
And that was supposed to be a con save, not a charisma save. I just realized.
Oh, you killed those 2. The 2 water ones are destroyed. You obliterate them with 19 damage.
Modron-like creatures, are they really Modrons or no?
Well, you don't know. The last 3 run forward, just kind of grabbing trash out of the piles they go. You see one of them actually grab a golf club, and as it like moves its hand over it, you see the metal reshape into like a perfect spear, which it's going to throw at the only creature it sees, which is ChoGal. So ChoGal, a javelin comes flying at you. Oh, actually, they can see you as well.
I can see the guy that just blew up their friend.
Ideal, you got 3 javelins coming at you. Javelin, javelin, and javelin.
Only two of them hit.
Alrighty, so it's a total of 4 piercing damage. You get nicked by 2 of the javelins, and they're just continuing to run forward. Clean. And now we go to ChoGal. You see the 3.
Hey, so bonus action Hunter's Mark, the closest one to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going over and smacking him real hard with my glaive.
Okay, yeah, you rush over with your golf club glaive.
Yeah.
9 points of damage. That'll kill him. Yeah, you bam slam one, and it just goes spinning off into the air over the mound of garbage.
About a 10 doesn't hit.
No, the 10 does not hit. The other one kind of jumps unnaturally high. It seems to flutter with its wings as you miss.
Get back down here! 4!
Alrighty. Sugarmama, what would you like to do?
So there's one in the air, or is it?
Yes, it's only a little bit in the air. That's like 5 feet up.
Alright. Well, I'll just try to pop it with a bit of coal.
Okay.
Oh.
You shoot your Ray of Frost, but unfortunately... Oh, how do you only have a +3?
I'm not sure.
That's not correct.
Is it?
Oh, I didn't add the spell modifier, just added proficiency.
That's okay. I think that's unfortunately still going to miss as a 13. As the Ray of Frost will go wide.
Wouldn't it be spell attack, though?
Yeah,
spell
but
attack bonus is sick.
Yeah, but that'd still be a natural 7 + 6 is 13. Yeah. So unfortunately, the Ray of Frost goes through the air and does not quite connect. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Sugarmama?
Butterfingers. I'm afraid not, dearie.
Michael, there are 2 of these little robots left and a bunch of injured-looking people.
I'm going to go over to the remaining 2. And yell out, "Over-recycling is bad! Get back to the trash heap with you!" And then I slash at one of them.
Okay. Michael Verity's got some interesting opinions on recycling. Unfortunately, that will miss.
Get it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All right, that one will hit, though. And I think you'll probably kill him. Yeah, you cut that one down. There's a single one remaining, Ideal. What would you like to do for that last one gets to go?
You know what? Let's go with Witch Bolt against it.
Sure. You cast your Witch Bolt. A streak of lightning shoots out at it. Go ahead and make your attack. But unfortunately goes wide. The Witch Bolt just kind of careening into the scrap metal behind it. Yeah, you see it take its turn. It disengages and then flies up into the air, retreating, yelling, calling, "Phone home, attack!" And that's all it does on its.
In that case, I'm going to take out my crossbow. Do I have a crossbow? Yeah. I don't have a crossbow. I have a spear. I'm going to throw the spear.
Sure. Yeah, you take a spear and you throw it at it. Yeah, and with an 11 you miss. Well, jeez, roll for guys.
God dang it! Okay. Somebody kill that thing!
Sugarmama, you see the little Modron flying away.
Hold on. I've got this. Just you know, my fingers aren't what they used to be. My aim's a little bit shaky. She's going to do another one.
Okay, but that one.
Sure.
Okay, there we go. And with those 9 points of cold damage, it kind of freezes up and tink, falls out of the sky with a clatter.
Oh, there we go. And she blows on her finger like, Mama's still got it.
Yeah, and as you see it fall, you're looking in the direction it was flying, and you can see another one of these little creatures poke its little face up and like notice you over the pile of scrap, and then intruders, and pop down, and you hear the clattering of metal. Do you all give chase?
ChoGal is.
I'll just walk. I don't know if that's a chase, but
I mean, they seem to be fleeing.
Wait. Can I make a check as to what these things are? Just to confirm?
They appear to be recycled constructs, with seemingly with the orders to clean.
Oh, I thought because you mentioned Modrons, I thought they were the actual.
No,
Modrons.
they're not actually Modrons. They're like Modrons.
They're Modrons?
Yeah. Anyway, so they seem to be fleeing, the ones that were on the other side of the scrap heap. And you all begin to give chase. You chase them over the scrap heap and toward the recycling center. However, just outside of the recycling center, when you're getting close, you can see it down the road. You see, all of a sudden, the 5 or 6 monodrones you've been chasing, these little robots, just get hit as there's like an eruption of small, like popping sounds. And you see them all just kind of, you don't see what hits them, but you see them just kind of like collapse and fall to the ground in the middle of the road. And you see about 4 kobolds kind of leap over the side of the scrap metal on the side of the road. They appear to be wearing like rough fedoras and what look like worn out suits. One of them has a cigar in his mouth, which it looks like it's a mostly already smoked cigar. It is not currently lit. And that kobold looks at the other one and says, "Yeah, boys, good shots." And you look at them and they have these tiny little, I don't know, strange looking contraptions in their hands that you've never seen before. But as viewers, you'd recognize as Tommy guns. "Yeah, good job, everybody. Good boys. Good shots." And then
is it the kobold or
the kobold? And then he kind of turns toward you. Geez, there's more people. Boys, get ready to gun them down.
I shout in Draconic at him, "Surrender now!"
Oh my. Kind of rude, aren't you?
This looks bad. I'm going to like take out my table shield, activate it, and push the table over.
Oh, so you just kick it over a table out of nowhere? And he goes, wait, boys, stand down. These are adventurers. And he kind of takes out his cigar and hops down from the scrap metal and walks over to you. He's tiny. He's only like 3 feet tall.
Hello.
Are you trash goblins?
No. I'm a kobold,
you fool.
I'm Dapper Drake.
Oh, it's a
Dragon of the
pleasure
Roost here at the recycling center.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Dapper Drake. I'm Sugarmama, but everyone just calls me Mama.
Oh,
A
it's
little
cool.
tall for a kobold.
Was it a false alarm?
What? No, my recycling center has been taken over. A horrible bald giant took it over.
ChoGal with his bald head peeks over the table.
I apologize, but pardon? Wait, you're not the boss?
I'm usually the boss. I'm Dapper Drake. I'm the kobold. I'm the dragon of the roost.
Yes.
So
I'm a dragon.
Bald giants.
So those weren't your constructs that we just had the
Pleasure of
kidnapping
meeting.
the people.
No, not at all.
ChoGal deactivates his table shield and stands up to his full ridiculous height and his bald head.
Yeah, you're tall.
So, yeah, that was a false alarm.
Anyway, we're planning an attack. Hopefully we can take back over the place. Those little robots have been a real pain in my butt.
Oh, I
Drake,
see.
I mean, even if we do win, I could offer you a sweet deal. You
I don't
seem
need
like
a
a nice
sweet deal. I
fellow.
need my recycling center back.
Oh, we could help you with that, dear. Just point us at the giant and we'll beat him up. And she
The only
lifts up her
the only
dukes and then like punches the air weakly.
Oh, jeez.
Have is that those constructs are over cleaning the area and they're kidnapping people.
Yeah, soon there'll be nothing to recycle. Can't have that. No, he's right over there. He kind of points to a recycling center. We're about to launch an attack ourselves. We've wrangled up a trash mound. Hopefully, we can use that to distract some of the little guys for a little bit.
All right, lead the way, dearie. We'll
Anything we can do to help?
Yeah, actually, if you can take out the green core, thing that powers the center, that'll do.
But don't you need that? But don't you need that to run it if you take it back?
I'll turn it back on later. Just flip a switch.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dear.
He like moves to like he goes to like puff on his cigar, which is not lit. It's yeah. Anyway,
Wait to
boys.
light that for. Oh, would you
No,
like
I
a
don't
light?
No, I like it the way it is. Kind of sticks it back in his mouth and chews on it a little bit. All right, boys, let's go.
All right.
Kind of scrambles back up the side and makes a bunch of hand signs. And you see a bunch more kobolds kind of come over, and they seem to be dragging chains that are attached to this big pile of garbage. But the pile of garbage is like struggling and fighting them.
Ooh, seems like a bit of some rough rubbish there.
Alrighty. And yeah, you all join in with Dapper Drake's attack, and as you begin to move forward, the kobolds are going to be seen from like just immediately as they approach the recycling center, which around has become perfectly clean as all of the garbage appears to be gone. And as they kind of get up, you can see a huge pile of those robots. Not pile, but like a unit. There's like 40 or 50 of those robot guys you were fighting, all kind of lined up. They have little tiny javelins or spears in their hands, and they're just kind of chanting, clean, clean, clean in unison, and kind of marching out like a small army from the recycling center. And yeah, as they go forward, you can see the kobolds release this big pile of moving trash, which moves on to fight them. And what do you guys all do as you see the trash pile moving toward the robots? You do not see this giant anywhere.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna pop a shield of faith real quick.
Sugarmama's gonna start piddling off to the recycling center proper.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're just gonna use
Yes,
distraction to get away?
take advantage. Take
Flip it
advantage of the distraction. Go with Sugarmama to the recycling center.
I'm following Sugarmama.
Okay, so you all follow Sugarmama as she kind of paddles around this fight. You see the robots clash, running headfirst into this big mound of shambling garbage. And you can see the robots are getting like enswathed inside of it as it just overwhelms them. Yet they seem to also be ripping it apart as it fights. You see the kobolds all firing their little guns into it, but it seems ineffective. They will very clearly lose this fight. You sneak past and rush over toward the center itself, and you can hear a little alarm kind of going off in there, as well as all sorts of clanging. And as you rush in through kind of like an open doorway, the alarm kind of is still loud and ringing in the air. You rush into what looks like a big workshop. There's piles of metal that have been neatly organized. They look like partially spherical pieces that would be used to make more of these robots. There are currently no robots here. However, you see coming around the corner wearing what looks like just kind of a very nice, clean set of plate armor that seems to have been recently reforged. A very large giant creature stands almost 15 feet tall. It has a completely smooth white, like hairless head, and has one big eye in its center as you see a cyclops. And the cyclops looks and sees you. Oh, actually, do you want to try and hide, or do you want to attack and approach him head on?
Oh, well,
I want to approach him. I want to approach him.
I'm not much of a hider myself. I'll just stay in the back.
Well,
I'm also not much of a hider. I'm a clanker.
Michael walks right up to this giant, or you start to walk toward him, and grabs his big club. Says, "What are you doing here, adventurers?"
Restoring order. Your over cleaning of the trash kingdom is upsetting the people.
The master would not be okay with this.
What he means is we're here to beat you up, dearie. Now you can either be beaten up softly, or you could be beaten up, the bad way. I mean, I'm not partial to beating you up, but if I have to.
We don't have to fight you. You could just take. Why don't you take us to your master and we'll finish this on our own hands?
The master is far from here. But no, you will be reduced, you will be reused, and you will be cycled. And with that,
it is you who
club. He hefts his club threateningly. Can you all roll for initiative? As the Recyclops begins the fight. Oh shit, you guys are rolling bad. All right. And there we go. At least Ideal. Ideal, you're the first one to go. You see this Recyclops going for the fight. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Oh god, what do you say?
For someone who cares so much about cleanliness, you sure do smell quite awful.
Oh, that's so mean.
Ooh, roasted.
All right, what is it, a wisdom save? He's very wise. He fails. You hit him for 5 points of psychic damage. He's got a big minus. You hit him for 5 points of psychic damage. He kind of smells his arm. I don't smell, but you reek.
I reek of greatness.
With a tear in his eye. And he looks at you angrily.
Oh, that was a little rude, dearie.
Well, he's gonna go now. Sorry, go ahead, ChoGal.
ChoGal is bald and actually very shiny-headed, but actually is very clean because he can afford to bathe every day.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Recyclops looks down toward you, and says, "I'm not bad. I'm squeaky clean." And he reflects his head, and you see light from above shine off of his forehead down directly at you, Ideal, as he uses his blinding baldness. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw as the light shines in your eyes. Oh, you just barely save. You look away and resist the blinding light as the Recyclops rushes forward with his great club and swings it twice at you. Just regular rolls because you're not blind. And he goes Quachomp and Quachomp. One connects. You get bashed in the side with a large chunk of steel. Ha ha! Once you have been beaten down, you will be reused against the Trash King. And soon this entire land will be clean. And Sugarmama, it's your turn.
Well, that's very rude of you, mister. And she's going to use this. And he's going to fail with the knife.
Oh! You use your
Portent.
Portent, yep. All right. So
he's blind.
Oh, I assumed you wanted to be deaf.
Well,
his one eye kind of cataracts over and just he doesn't like that. Alrighty. Sugarmama's at the end. Or what do you do to blind him? Do you just kind of cast a magic at him? Do you throw something in his eyes? How does this work?
Well, you see, there's that fun dip, that 5-layer fun dip I made.
Oh no.
And it's a little powdery, and I had some extra powder, so it's just...
Throw powder in his eyes?
Yes, well, with magic infused powder,
yeah, of course. Yeah, no, his eyes get all bloodshot and red. He's like, I can't see! But
it's delicious.
Sugarmama, do you want to move at all?
Yes, I'll move to the side a little bit and back a touch.
Okay.
Being a little quiet, so he can't really see me.
Okay. Michael, it's your turn. What would you like to do? The Cyclops is angrily like, holding his face.
Hold on, just checking a calculation.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them, for someone who's really clean, you haven't heard of too much of a good thing is pretty bad. So as the Prince of Order, I shall force your surrender, and I will go up to it and I will attack it with advantage because he's blind, right?
Yep.
Plus, I'm attempting a trip attack. Huge or something.
Blind him and throw him on the ground.
Now, let me just set this to advantage, and
15 will hit. Go ahead and give me your damage.
Okay, so I have to do this, roll a D8, and then I roll a D8 for bonus damage, and he has to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
He's very strong. So unfortunately, he is not knocked prone, but you do hit him something fierce. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I have a second attack, so
all right,
I do it again with advantage.
Oh, there we go.
Now I hope you can feel that.
I mean, he definitely can. His blood goes everywhere. Would you like to try a trip attack again or no?
Yes, I will actually. I will use a second. Right. I will use a second
Keep in mind,
D8.
You double the dice from that as well because you crit.
6.
Another 23 points of damage.
And DC 13. Roll another saving throw for me. He might. I don't know, succeed, but hit.
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Yeah, he did succeed, but you never know. Yeah, you smack him like on both legs and just and he's like looking down, but he can't see anything. He's like blinking with his one big eye.
You fit clean. Now you're cut. Now you're dirty with the blood of your over cleanliness. Now you surrender now.
The blood just flows off of him like nothing. It doesn't stick on him at all. He remains perfectly clean.
The blood. Oh well, then you're. I see.
But
you will lose.
I mean, he can't see that happening, so you could pretend he's dirty.
I'm clean.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bonus action speaks Lao, so that my glaive does bonus damage.
Yes, you call the name of Lao, and your blade glows with divine light.
So here's some glaive of Lao.
Alrighty. Go ahead. Remember, you're attacking with advantage in this guy. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That'll hit him.
Let's see. That's good. That's good. And then I'm going to hit him. I'm going to actually put a smite on that. A level 2 smite.
Sure. Go ahead and give me your damage. You smite on top of it if it glows.
So level 2 is 3d8?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
As you swing your glaive, a kind of crescent of light energy swings out toward the foe and strikes it directly.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Yep. And that'll also hit. Yep.
Good. Another spike at level 2.
All right. Oh, jeez, just going all in, huh? All right. Yeah, you strike him with that. At this point, he's like very injured as he has taken severe injuries. As you swung twice with your blade as well as you maxed, Ideal, it comes back to you. This large, hulking giant, once quite intimidating, now seems to be just reeling and looking in every which direction as all sorts of attacks strike him.
All right, I'm going to use a bonus action to play Hexblade's Curse on him.
Sure.
And then I'm going to use my junk launcher to attack. I'm going to attack him with my junk launcher.
You're attacking with your junk launcher?
Yeah.
What are you gonna put in the junk launcher?
Well, considering this is our recycling center, I'm gonna assume there's some trash on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, there's like pieces of metal that look like they'd be put into more robots. You're just gonna take one and stick it in the junk launcher?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me your attack. Go ahead and give me your damage on that. He is vulnerable actually to junk damage specifically. So you actually hit him for 14, not 7. As your junk smacks him right in the eye.
And he gets an additional 3 damage because of Hexman's
because of your curse. Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn, Ideal?
Yep.
Or do you guys want to move at all?
I'm just gonna move over to where like the most trash is.
All right. The Cyclops is going to go. He calls, "Reinforcements! We've been attacked!" And you can hear outside the whirring of more of those little Modrons. Defend! 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 Defend!
Remember, he makes a Constitution save for blindness death.
It's at the end of his turn, though, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah. So he's just going to swing blindly at whatever's in front of him, which I think that's Michael Verity right now. Yeah.
Disadvantage, so good luck.
Let's see if he recharges his blinding boldness. He does, actually. But he can't see anyone, so he can't do it. So he's going to swing his great club at Michael Verity blind. All right.
Oof. That even a disadvantage. Oof,
Michael,
ow, the pain.
You get slammed on one side by the club, and there's, "I found you! Time to take out the trash!" He swings again. Oh, God. Ignore the third attack. But in the 20 to hit on the second one.
Ow, hold up. I have to calculate this. Hold up.
He hits you for a total, I think, of 44 damage. Oh, no, 42. 42 damage.
At 18 health. I am at 18 health, but I am still standing.
You're still up after 42 damage? Holy crap.
60 hit points.
Damn. Oh, right, you got that. You got those sweet D10s. Yeah, he clubbed you twice pretty heartily. And it hurts. And at the end of his turn, we'll roll for his blindness. He gets a 24, because he should not have had disadvantage in the roll. So I think the blindness finally wears off with one big hand. He just wipes the junk out of his eye and looks at all of you. That's all he does. We move on to the next, and that is Sugarmama.
Alrighty. Let's see. He can see now, but let's see. And she just readies up a finger again, and she's like, "Okay, let's stop this."
Are you doing it again? What?
No. She's I invoke the wrath of the cloud, and she casts lightning bolt.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay. A bolt of lightning goes shooting at him, which he barely just...
Can I port in that?
I think you can, actually, yeah.
Yeah. He'll fail then with the 4.
He gets a 4 and just... And he, goes to dodge out of the way, but he trips on a piece of metal. The one from the junk launcher that hit him a second ago. He just slips on it and slips back into the lightning bolt. And yeah, it takes a nice helping of damage.
All the damage.
17. He is looking bad. He is looking frazzled and injured. However, I actually need to roll for these guys to see where they are. They are, oh boy. Alrighty. I actually screwed up the initiative order. They should have gone just now. So they will go after you, Sugarmama, instead. Because...
Oh my.
As you see a group of those little Modrons from out in the fight kind of turn the corner, and they look at you, and they look at the giant, and they all just kind of in unison are looking between the two of you. "Intruder! Kill! 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 Kill!" They all begin to yell. And they are going to go, as it is their turn. And they're going to take their javelins, and they're all just going to throw them in a cone, which I think, if you're all still grouped together, this is going to go after all of you. Can all of you roll me dexterity saving throws as a barrage of javelins fires down?
I think I moved over to the junk.
Oh, right.
That's a 16. That's a 16, but...
The junk's kind of everywhere.
Alright.
You know, I think Sugarmama is the only one who said she moved over to the wall specifically.
Anyone who's around me gets a
So I
plus
think-
1 to saving throws. To your saving throws.
Oh, I
Within 10
think-
feet.
Okay. Yeah, so I think... Okay. Radical.
Oof.
So it looks like Sugarmama and ChoGal are the two that are going to fail here. This is a very wide barrage of things. This is going to be 22 on Sugarmama and ChoGal. Actually, no, Sugarmama, you were outside of this because you said you moved over to the wall, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're actually outside of the cone, but ChoGal, you're like facing the giant, and these javelins just stab you in the
Ow,
neck.
ow, ow, I did not ask for acupuncture.
It's going to be half damage for Michael Verity and Ideal, though.
I'm going
Yeah,
to...
I'm still alive. 9 health left. I
and
will
actually-
take everything.
I'm going to
Actually,
reduce that.
all right, the giant's still alive, too.
I'm going to
And he
reduce
also got
that
Not me!
with 1d12 plus... Yeah, 1d12.
Alrighty. The spears fire out.
I'm going to reduce that by 10.
Nice! As your stone's endurance kicks in, your kind of innate Goliath form allows you to resist most of it. And yeah, we are on to Michael Verity. The
First
giant
thing
in
I'm
front
gonna
of you looks bad.
First thing I'm gonna do is second win, so I get 1d10 plus 5.
Mhm.
And I get 7 of my health back. Okay, so I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16 health left.
Okay.
I'm going to. Can I attempt to? Oh, actually, no. There's no way I can force him to surrender with all his robots around. Can I?
Doesn't look like it.
Well,
He
Well,
looks
you
bad.
should have surrendered because now you'll face my wrath, and now I'm gonna launch a flurry. I'm going to launch a flurry of sword strikes. I'm going to attack twice, then I'm gonna action surge and do it
Oh,
again.
damn. All right. Go ahead and give me your attacks.
Well, our wrath, dear. You know it's group effort.
The second one will
I still have two superiority die left, so I'm D8ing that as well. D8.
Okay. Go ahead and
Hey,
give me your
that's-
damage.
8. Oh wait, no, don't add that 5. I don't know why I forgot to add the. Forget it. It's a
What are
3.
you
It's a
doing,
3.
Michael?
So that's 3 plus 8. That's
11?
Yeah, 11 damage. And now I'm swinging
Okay.
2 more times.
Okay. That'll hit. And actually, you have advantage on the third attack, on that last attack, so you can roll it again.
Do you have advantage?
Yeah, well, you have advantage because you knock him out. And then murder him with your last 2 attacks.
Not murder him then? Can I not murder him?
If you want, sure. You
Yeah, I don't. I
got a little too
I-
excited there.
Yeah, I wound him, but I stop myself. I will stop myself before I kill him.
That's
Okay, now he's given up.
He
I'm not
collapses
sure
on the
that's-
ground.
not sure that's giving up, dearie. I think we just beat the snot out of him.
His eyes are rolling back. He actually is like drooling on himself a little bit, and now the blood is actually sticking to him now as he just lies there like dead.
Yeah,
Or
that's
dying.
not giving up, dearie.
He still died anyway. Oh,
He's
poor me.
dying. He's
Is
gonna
there
die.
any way? Guys, I think I might have overdone it. Can you guys help him?
Well, we're sort of dealing with another issue over
Yeah,
here.
like a big issue that's kind of floating above us.
Michael, what would you like to do? Do you want to move?
I don't want to move. I want to stay with the guy. I want to try to help. Can I help him out? Because I overdid it.
Well, you killed him before you even used your action surge. So if you want, you can use your action surge for something else.
To search to try to help him.
You can roll
With
a
the
medicine
medicine-
check if you
Yes,
want.
with the medicine check.
Okay. Yeah. All right. He
Oh,
comes
you
back at
saved
1
his
hit
life.
point. Just, what happened?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'm unclean. He looks at the blood all over himself.
It's
No,
okay,
no,
dearie.
stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. I overdid it a bit, but you'll be fine. I promise you.
Ideal
if you're-
smacks his head and says, he's our enemy! Why are you helping him?
Well, I mean, there's no need to be
Because-
rude to your foe.
Because-
ChoGal, it's your turn.
Order does not require death.
This is war, you moron!
Not my problem. ChoGal just turns to the things flying in and starts whapping away.
They aren't actually flying right now. They only like kind of flutter. So they're like just running, and it's just a big swarm of them.
Well, still. Wow.
Alrighty. Oh. Unfortunately, swing 1 with the glaive of Lao is ineffective as you rush up. But swing 2, you'll connect no problem. Yeah, as you swing, you hit for 11 and then 2 radiant. Alrighty. Given there are so many of them in this swarm, it appears that your slashing damage is less effective than you would have liked. However, the radiant damage seems to burn through them with a holy wrath.
I'm gonna put a smite on that.
Oh, you're gonna smite them? Okay, cool.
Just a level 1.
Alrighty.
That's a good smite.
That's a very good smite, yeah. Jeez. Whew. Yeah, you smite this first, smite into swarm, and looking out the big garage door they just came in, you can see that there are another 2 or 3 of these swarms coming back. In fact, the entire battalion outside seems to be turning to come back to defend.
Guys, we should probably go press the green thing. Now? I'm gonna start running toward, but are they in melee range right now?
Well, with your glaive of Lao, you can actually attack at range while it's...
yeah, so I'm just gonna start running back right towards the green thing.
Yeah, you ran just close
hold
enough.
the line, dearie. Mama's got this.
Ideal, what would you like to do? You see the Cyclops is like, oh, he's still alive. And now actually he's conscious again.
He's still on the ground, technically.
He's on the ground. He's on the ground, and Michael's right on top of him.
I'm right on top of him, so.
Well, Patrick, you're up to go step on him.
Don't worry about the Cyclops. I'll take care of him.
You see ChoGal run by and step on the Cyclops' stomach as he's going, and just, oh! The Cyclops is still doesn't take any damage from it, but was definitely uncomfortable. Ideal, what would you like to do?
I'd like to try and run over and close the doors that the Modrons are coming from.
I mean, it's like a huge,
I'd still like to try.
Okay, I mean, sure, yeah, you can rush over and try and close the door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big garage door, but it's, yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
how are you going to get up to where the garage door is? To, the higher part. Can you fly? Or you could just climb up some of the scrap that the place is built of and try and climb.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and climb up.
Okay, can you roll me an
Climb up the
athletics check to climb as you rush over? The swarm of Modrons are going to take an opportunity attack against you as you rush by. Are you okay with that? Actually, you know what? With that crit, I think you're good. I think you avoid them completely. You climb up one side and do an excellent jump over to where the door is. Yeah, you see a big lever there, or not lever, but handle that's locking it in place. Do you want to try? You want to try and just unlatch it so it falls shut?
Yes.
Okay. Can you roll me a strength athletics check again? Can lightning strike twice? All right, you're pulling at it, but it's not really giving very well. You look below you, and about 15 feet down, you see a bunch of Modrons, and they're looking up at you. The little robots. Kill! 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 As they cheerily say kill, looking right at you, Ideal. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? You have a bonus action left if you can do anything with it.
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless I can try to use a bonus action to try and close the door again. I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. The Cyclops is going to go. He is going to... Let's see what happens with him. He looks at you, Michael, and says, I don't want to die.
Very well.
He looks around and he just lies back down on the ground and sticks his tongue out and just pretends to be dead.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and just chuckle a little bit.
He looks like he's playing dead poorly. Actually, pretty well. Actually, that's a good deception check. Or yeah, that's a deception roll.
Is there a way I can I just
Can you what?
You can
know
roll
he's playing
perception to see if you can tell if he's actually dead.
dead. No, Michael, you know he's not dead. You know he's playing dead.
Yeah, I know. I don't need a perception roll to know he's not dead. I'm just gonna.
Well, it's Sugarmama's turn.
I'll wait on my turn to do anything to him.
Sugarmama, what would you like to do?
Okay, well, there are 2 swarms inside the thingy.
Yes. Well, no, there's one at the doorway, and then there are more coming.
Oh, I see.
Hence why I'm trying to close the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do. How far are the ones outside?
You can't really see from your perspective. Well, I guess you can scoot around and look. They're like 30 feet. They're pretty close.
Oh, I see. So, can I angle myself so I can get a line of them in a range of about 100 feet or so, maybe?
Yeah, I think you could probably get all 3 of the swarms in that.
Alrighty, I'll do that.
Okay.
Alright. I invoke
One
the
throw
wrath.
to line shots.
Yeah. Let's see. I invoke the wrath of the cloud, or you are being bad little cute things. She'll do a bazap.
Yeah, you rub your hands together and the lightning bolt shoots out with a large clap of thunder. And let's see how they do. We got 3 rolls to make. 1, 2, and 3. So the one that's in the doorway seems to mostly, ignore the damage of it. Taking only 14, which that's actually still pretty meaningful. The other 2 seem to take it head on. The lightning just streaking through a line of these creatures, many of them going down. And you can see that it looks like more than half of the swarm that's like in the doorway now is gone. They seem to be substantially weakened. As your lightning strikes through them, the ones that die disintegrating to dust. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I think that's enough for now. Does that help you out, Ideal Dearie?
You're gonna find out in just a second. As it's the Modron's turn. And Ideal, the ones right down there, jump up and kind of flutter up with their wings, stabbing at you with little daggers. What's your armor class?
12.
Alrighty, well. Holy
They killed me!
Well, no. They do half damage because there's less than half of them left now. So that's not 46, that's 23.
I still fall. I'm still unconscious.
Actually, it's not 23. That's 15, 16.
I'm still unconscious.
Okay. Ideal
Notice how much damage you took. He's fallen.
Ideal falls to the ground. Not dead, but injured.
Did Sugarmama win? I thought it was my turn.
No, you go after the Modrons.
Oh, okay.
Ideal, can you roll me just a d20? Okay, yeah. As you're rolling, you almost fall onto the lever, and actually you don't fall down. You're still kind of up there on the lever. You're just kind of hanging up there.
Hanging from the lever?
Yeah, you're your body's slumped over it, and it's just not heavy enough to pull it down. It's a big lever. It's giant sized. And yeah, Michael, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
If only I could get healed.
Well, so Ideal failed to get the switch.
I'm still up there. I'm just unconscious.
Ideal is unconscious up on the hefted over the switch that would drop the gate.
So I can't per se shoot my crossbow to shoot at the switch.
No, it's way too big. It's a big metal switch, like a lever.
Yeah.
I don't think we could have done that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell ChoGal and Sugarmama to rush for that switch like there's no tomorrow.
It's fine.
Yeah, they can just pull on my body and try and use that.
It wouldn't hurt.
I'll get them. Don't worry.
Michael, what do you do?
And then I turn to the orc and I'm like, very well, you can You can, and I'm gonna. Can I just lightly slap his face to wake him up? Just like, wake up!
Yeah, he plays dead still.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, seriously, please get up. I'm actually letting you live here.
You can roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
He kind of like peeks a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have I don't have my sword at him. I actually put my sword away. I'm literally.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, "I cannot help you. I have to clean everything."
No, don't worry. Besides, this place is not the best place for you anyway. I know a perfect place where you can keep everything
I have to
clean.
clean the dump. He tells you. He assures you that he must clean the dump.
Dumb, I assume your master. I assume your master instructed you to do so.
Yeah, his cleanliness did say this.
I thought this was the trash kingdom, not the dump.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, it's.
I know that.
Part, yeah.
But
well,
Max,
is there any way I could persuade you as the prince of all things orderly? I can persuade.
Michael,
persuade you.
Can I do something real quick out of character for a second?
I spend my whole turn conversing with the giant.
Unfortunately, Michael, you cannot sway this giant. What was that?
Deary.
I want to say something out of character.
Sure.
If you're going to try and convince him, try convincing him that the trash kingdom is not the dump.
Different places.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, you want to try and do that? Ideal sharp tongue resonating through your mind. The strategies.
Yeah, I want to persuade him and tell him the trash kingdom is not the dump. I know where the dump, where a true dump is.
Okay. Oh, I'll go with your persuasion check then. Yeah, he is not able to like. He seems like interested, like intrigued, but it just takes more than 6 seconds to do this. Is the problem?
I know.
And Sugarmama, it's your turn. Oh wait, no, ChoGal's turn.
Dear, you need to focus on the matter at hand.
Ah, crap! I guess I can't go anywhere now that Ideal is hanging from the rafters over there. I'm gonna get within range, within 30 feet of the swarm.
Okay. That's easy, you're already there.
Yeah, I'm already there, so it's fine.
Oh, you also see that the 2 other swarms have gotten up to the gate and are just waiting for the first swarm to go through.
Yeah. And I'm just aiming from the switch that will close the gate.
Ideal was giant.
Can I see the switch? Does it look like it could be activated by hitting it hard enough?
Maybe, if you hit it really hard. You'd have to like get up. Yeah, you'd have to get up to it though.
I mean, I got 30 feet of range.
Huh?
I got 30 feet of range with the claim of wow.
Oh, you'd need to bludgeon it. You'd need to bludgeon it.
I see.
Yeah, this is something you could just shoot like Michael wanted to do.
It's fine. I'll try to climb up a bit.
Okay.
And slap it till it breaks.
What?
You're gonna
He's
what?
creating a ladder.
Slap the lever till it breaks.
It's not gonna help.
You rush up to smack the lever.
So it can close.
I need you to roll an athletics check to climb up to it. Climb up the junk to the lever. All right. The Modron swarm below are gonna try and attack you as you pass by. You know that, right?
I know it's fine, Orlon.
All right. Well, they stab at you with their daggers. Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It would have only been 20 damage because there's half of them. But all right. Yeah. You climb up. You see Ideal limply lying there, just tongue lolling out, not feeling great.
I'll get you in a sec.
Okay.
Smack it twice.
Well, if you're like up to it, this is like a strength athletics thing to get it.
Okay, then I'll just go.
A 16, yeah, it kind of notches, and then you hear a shifting of metal, and the door slams down. You and Ideal fall because you were hanging on the lever to pull it down. So you two fall on the ground.
Okay, I'm going to shift my weight to where I'm going taking the damage.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so Ideal, you're not going to take any fall damage, but ChoGal, you're going to take 11 points of fall damage.
Fine,
You took Ideal 6. And you can see that the swarm that was there first is still there, and the other swarm has been cut in half, it looks like, by the falling door. There is like a combined full swarm inside, but that's it.
I'll just use the rest of my turn to stand up.
Yep. And one swarm has been completely trapped outside. As we move on to the next in the initiative order, Ideal, can you roll me a death saving throw? All right, Ideal creeps closer to oblivion. Dude, the Cyclops is just super confused. Not the dump? He looks at you, Michael. No, this is... What? He doesn't seem to understand what you're trying to convince him of.
I'm gonna tell him, this is not the dump. This is... You've got it all wrong. I know the real place of trash.
All right, so he's just like... He's incapacitated with confusion. Sugarmama, what would you like to do? There are 2 half swarms of Modrons still in here.
Okay. Well,
There's a green button. Didn't you say there's like a green button they had to press a green
core.
Yeah,
cord?
a lever deeper in the place that you guys didn't even gone to yet.
Yeah, don't. Sugarmama is just going to cast the snowball swarm at the swarms.
Alrighty.
And then she's going to mosey off deeper into the recycling center.
All right, one of them will fail, one of them will not. Gonna take half damage on the other one.
Yeah, Sugarmama's wandered off into the recycling center.
Sugarmama, you walk down the hallway and like on the right, you see a big glowing crystal with like a lever at the bottom.
Oh, that should be
right
it.
there.
Yeah, she's just gonna go up to it.
The room is sparkling clean. It's like pristine in there. The tiles, you can see they're like black and white tiles. This is a very strange sight. And I don't think you can get any closer on this turn because it took your movement to get up to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, it's right there. It's like 10 feet away. The Modrons are going to go. ChoGal, you're right there, so they're both going to stab at you. What's your armor class?
19.
19. All right, so stab 1, stab 2. Oh, wow. They
Yay!
bad rolls, a 5 and a 4, or 5 and a 6. Yeah, they try and shank you a whole bunch. You are just being covered by giant metal or tiny metal robot men that are just trying to shank you repeatedly. They don't seem to be going for Ideal, though. And we are on to Michael.
Well,
it's clear you've confounded this Cyclops, but you know that you're gonna have to wait till combat's over to convince him truly.
I'm gonna tell him real quick. Just wait here a moment, will you? And then I'm going to try to save ChoGal, and I'm just gonna literally slash into the crowd.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
ChoGal is literally fine.
ChoGal, well, Ideal's
the one who's dying.
Actually, no. I changed my mind. I'm gonna make a medicine check to save Ideal.
Okay, sure. You rush over into the swarm where ChoGal and Ideal are and go to make a medicine check. Unfortunately, unable to help Ideal further.
Then in that case, I will just brace the swarm.
Yep. You brace for the attack, the onslaught. ChoGal, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to lay on hands for 15 points. Ideal.
Ideal, you awaken. Life once again restored. And I think that's the end of your turn, ChoGal.
I've got a bonus action I can use. But do I want to use it for anything? I'm just going to Hunter's Mark the Swarm.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I think you can do that. ChoGal, you Hunter's Mark the Swarm, and Ideal, as you open your eyes, you just see you're covered in robots that are just like, kill! What would you like to do?
I'll just blast this one that's on top of me.
Okay. I'm thinking you're just going to roll I don't think you have disadvantage in this attack because they're all over you. So you can just roll me normally. Alrighty, that'll hit. 6 points of force. Alright. Don't you have more blast? Yeah,
I have 2 blasts. Yeah, I make an attack with each blast.
Yep. Oh, damn. Another 9. That kills one of the swarms. You defeat the last 2 Modrons in one of the swarms. Just, kill! And as you shoot them, they disintegrate into dust and just disappear, pretty much. And now there's only a few Modrons left. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Ideal, on your turn? As you kind of stand up, no longer covered in robots?
Not really, I guess.
Alrighty. Sugarmama, there's only a few robots left.
Oh, well.
She's in front of the switch room.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You don't even know that. You just walk up and pull the lever?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull the lever.
You walk up and pull the lever. The green crystal just kind of goes out. It becomes dark. And in the other room, all of the robots fall over and collapse.
I think I got it.
The remaining 3 Modrons in the room fall over. You heard like a clanging and smacking against the door, the big metal door from the swarm outside. You can see it like get cut through by chunks, and Modrons were climbing through, and then they all just power down as Mama pulls the lever.
You did it, Mama!
Oh, good.
Sugarmama.
No problem, dearies. It's all right.
And with that, you guys have completed your mission. Maybe I don't know where you go or how you escape from here, but
I pushed the Modrons aside and climb out the hole they made.
I go over to the lever room and break the lever to make sure it can turn back on.
Yeah, it seems like there's a big like green crystal you can just take.
No, I'm breaking the lever.
Did the dapper guy want it back?
No. Don't
He
do
definitely
that,
did.
Ideal. Let's just take the crystal.
I'm breaking the lever so that way it's a little sad.
You break the lever, and Mama, you go and you steal the crystal. Does Mama steal the crystal?
I'll take it.
Mama steals the crystal. As
I
Dapper,
take the
you're
lever.
going to climb out, you see Dapper Drake and the other kobolds walking toward the recycling center. Like, yeah, we won. We defeated them.
Well, good job. Here's your crystal.
Well, and ChoGal, you see, and this is, I think, where we fade out. As they're coming toward the end, you're climbing out, you see a big pile of trash beginning to reform behind them. And they're like, oh no!
Before it faces back, I'm like, but yeah, then it just cuts out before I curse. Cuts out before I curse like a sailor.
Oh no!
And with that, with a new problem ahead, but your mission complete, I think this adventure comes to an end. You have successfully disabled the Modrons. You have earned your 200 Bartholomew bucks and point of experience. And we will see soon what happens in our 3rd adventure. How we've been able to help.
Good luck, friends.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
I love that sound.
Good luck. Good luck, and may the luck be on your side because you're going to need it.
Here.
No, it will not.